Hey there everybody, hope your day is going well. Jacared with Old School Gaming here, and welcome to Intermediary Vlog 3. This one's been a while coming, well, at least compared to Intermediary Vlog 2. Okay, so first things first, I need to apologize. I did not include the credits in the finale. And there is a bit of a reason to that, but before I get into that, here is past me who watched through the credits and saw the end credits scene for the first time. Okay, yes, so here I am. Thankfully I did not have to fight the alien again. All I had to do was just play the final cutscene. And I'm pretty sure Future Me already apologized for not including this, or I will be apologizing when I become Future Me, but let me just apologize again, because it is truly a travesty. I should have just, let the credits roll, because as Future Me says, or as I will say, there is an end credit scene that I've never seen, so this should be good. And I also want to find out who is the idiot that programmed the camera. A software engineer, Sean Pyle? You suck, Sean. You absolutely suck. For the most part, the camera was okay, but I mean, goddamn, how many occasions did I have where it's just, what in the hell, I want to see where I am going. Is it really that damn hard? Yeah, how many times, there's at least once I can remember the camera actually got stuck and I could not see what in the hell I was doing, where I was going, or anything. So, yeah, what the hell, dude? More game design. Cool. Okay. Oh, and graphics, actually pretty good for their time. Tasking software? I wonder what that job entails. Cutscenes screenplay. Yeah, some of the cutscenes are just hilarious as hell, so well done. Louise Ridgway and Chris Savor? I don't recognize those names. Quality assurance. I think they might have screwed up on that camera quality. Oh, okay. NCL, thanks. I don't know what these abbreviations are for. Oh, Super Mario Club, interesting. Just barely noticed NOE, thanks. I don't... Special thanks to H. Yamauchi. Okay. Yeah, not really much to say here. I mean, hell, I already said all I wanted to say in previous... Well, yeah. Chucky Poo's Lament? Oh, that's the Pooh song. Funeral of Queen Mary? What? Pam for their accommodation. Okay. Good. And, yeah, the end cutscene after.
So, what'll it be?
Scotch. Single malt. Speyside. No ice.
A man of taste.
Okay. I don't really drink, so...
Whoa,
whatever.
Whoa there, cowboy. Keep it coming. Oh, leave the pile.
Okay.
Looking a bit down. What's the matter?
You wouldn't believe it. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. I'll just drink this.
Okay. Well, at least you're king now, you can afford it. The cock and plucker.
Doesn't look too good tonight.
Oh boy. I'm not sure if that bar scene was supposed to be a reference to something, and it's done. Okay, well, I'm the future me and explaining why in the hell I'm including this in Intermediary Vlog 3, not somewhere else. Yeah, future me will explain away. Okay, so, as past me was just saying, I didn't include the credits in the finale episode for a couple reasons. First off, at that point I was over an hour into the record, and I just wanted to get it over and done with. I mean, yeah, the final product definitely wasn't over an hour long, but, I mean, as many times as I got killed, god damn that alien. But also there was a formatting issue, which was definitely 100% on me. So it was back in, I want to say episode 3, although it might have been episode 4. I'm leaning a little more towards 3, but it could have been 4 as well. I was talking about having some kind of editing issue, and I couldn't figure out what in the hell was going on. Because, I would, drop the, because I have, face cam and gameplay recorded separately. And then, I drop them on the timeline, do whatever edits I need to do, and then start rendering them through. And it would always just randomly stop. Like, the percentage of how much it's rendered would just randomly stop. It'd be 12%, then 68%, then 27%. One time, oh god, it really, really pissed me off this one time. Got to 99%, had 500 frames to go, and it froze. I figure, you know what? Maybe just what I'm seeing is frozen. Maybe I just need to, step back for a minute, wait, and then it will eventually just render out. Over half an hour later, it didn't move up 1 frame at all. I'm looking at my computer going, what the hell? Why haven't you moved 1 single frame in the past half an hour? It should not take that long. And I tried getting help from, anywhere I would think of. First, I tried Geek Squad, because that's only like a 10-minute drive from my home. They couldn't figure out what the problem was, and hell, I was even told, well, we don't really have anyone here who knows too much about editing. Gee, thanks. Then I tried, making a post on Reddit. I tried asking customer service, and every single time they had to ask, oh, are you sure you're updated to the latest version? No, I just decided to revert everything back to Windows 95. Maybe that's why nothing's working. My bad. You. Sometimes the problem isn't a update, you dip. Needless to say, I was getting more than just a little pissed off at everyone saying, oh, your problem is probably because you need an update. You're lucky I can't teleport. Because if I could, I would have just teleported right behind you, grabbed you by the back of the throat, teleported back right here, smashed your face in the keyboard, and said, look, does my computer look like it needs a mother update? Now, if only one person, just one person, could have pulled their head out of their own chocolate starfish for 5 minutes and asked, are you 100% sure you're rendering in the same exact format as the raw video? I would have said something along the lines of, well, yes, the file extension is MP4, so I'm rendering things out under MPEG 4. Then anyone who knows anything about file formats would have looked at me and said, well, actually, just because the file extension is MP4 does not mean that the formatting is MPEG 4. I want you to humor me just for a few minutes, and, we just drop an unedited video into the timeline. go to the export screen, hit the checkbox that says same, to make the formatting the same as what's on the timeline, and if it changes to something different, that's your problem. If not, then something else is the problem. And I would have done it. I would have humored someone just for a few minutes just to go, well, okay, I mean, hell, if the file format, I mean, the file extension, yeah, MP4. File format, is it not MP4? No, actually, as it turns out, it was, H.264/AVC. I'm not sure what in the hell all those letters and numbers stand for, but apparently that's the format everything gets recorded in. I was trying to completely change the formatting of the video, which is why I constantly had the issue. Yeah, because guess what, customer service? Sometimes there is no update needed. Can we move on to the next problem, please? And I do get the issue occasionally, because now I still use the H. whatever format. And sometimes it does, freeze on rendering in some random ass place. But, I mean, every once in a while, yeah, there's an update needed. Every once in a while, not every single time. And also, there's, the fact that the editor I use just eats up a massive amount of background resources. So usually it's just reset, wait for the computer to completely shut down, start back up, and then go through the export process again, and it works. Okay, let me just, end the rant there, because, yeah. Okay. Back on topic to Conker's Bad Fur Day. So, well, there were plenty of references. Plenty that I missed, some of which I just kind of threw in there because I thought it was a reference. Maybe it was supposed to be, maybe it wasn't. I don't know. The ones that I just randomly inserted that were not actually part of it, I'm not going to be going back over those because honestly, I don't remember what I thought was being referenced, but wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe it's just because of what I've seen. Maybe Conker's Bad Fur Day somehow accidentally inspired the things that it didn't reference. Could be. As for what was referenced, there were plenty of things that I got right off the bat. There were other things that I just completely didn't get, either because it just flew right over my head, or because maybe the reference was too short, or maybe I've just never seen the film. Which, there's plenty of that. So, let's see. Okay, so first reference was A Clockwork Orange. The opening sequence is a direct spoof of the first scene of the film. The Panther King's milk obsession is another reference to the film. I've never seen A Clockwork Orange, although that is definitely one movie I have to see before I die. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I wonder if it's streaming anywhere, because that would actually be a perfect way for me to see it, but I don't know, as violent as... I mean, I've heard it's pretty damn violent, so maybe it's streaming somewhere, maybe it isn't. I'll see eventually. I mean, hell, lately my schedule's actually been pretty full, but I should definitely make time to watch A Clockwork Orange. Okay, next one. Conan the Destroyer, 1984. The opening sequence where Conker narrating. I don't think I've seen Conan the Destroyer. No, I don't believe I have. So, yeah, any reference to that movie would have just gone straight over my head. Okay, then, Father Ted, Birdie's sign reads, "Feck off crows." Yeah, okay, so I did notice the sign, and I laughed at it, but I've never seen Father Ted, so that reference just, right over my head. Okay, then, oh yeah, the Full Metal Jacket. I definitely got that one, because Birdie's quote, "You love Manuel long time," is a reference to the infamous "Me love you long time" quote. Yes, I've seen Full Metal Jacket. That was That was hilarious. Well, the reference itself was Full Metal Jacket was kind of heavy, especially in certain subjects, but I'm not here to talk about that. So, Blue Velvet. Oh, the conversation between Conker and the Barrel is taken verbatim from Frank and Jeffrey's Go for a Ride dialogue. Couple problems with that. Number one, I had absolutely no idea to head up to the windmill at all. I just, went to the barnyard area, and I went to the Pooh Mountain, the catfish area with the cogs and the bulldog fish and whatnot. But yeah, I completely missed going up the windmill to even get that conversation. And even if I had, I've never seen Blue Velvet, so I wouldn't have even gotten the reference. Yeah, I'll probably get more into that later, but anyway, Looney Tunes. Jack seems to speak in a manner similar to Foghorn Leghorn. Well, I kind of picked that up. It wasn't like, it was more of a subconscious notice of it. It wasn't just, I didn't consciously realize it because it's been so many damn years since I've even seen any Looney Tunes. Yeah, nothing. So, Monty Python's The Meaning of Life. Marvin explodes from overeating just like Mr. Creosote. I have not seen The Meaning of Life. That's definitely one I should see. I mean, I've seen the Quest for the Holy Grail. That was hilarious. And if The Meaning of Life is anything like that, then hell yeah, I'll go and watch it. Okay, The Fury. Marvin exploding in a gory fashion just like Childress? I have no idea. Hell, as I'm editing this, I'm going to be finding all the movie posters to put up, but The Fury? I've never even seen that, so yeah, completely missed that reference. Okay, right. Terminator, where the Haybot and Susie 9mm, supposed to be a parody of Uzi 9mm, at a point it says, "Buff you," as a reference to the Terminator's line, "F you." Yeah, I put up the Terminator 2 poster, but I did get it. Because I've seen all the way up to Salvation. I haven't seen anything past that, because honestly, they should have just, like, in my personal opinion, the Terminator franchise should have just ended with Salvation, because it closed the loop. John Connor gets to meet Kyle Reese, who is younger than him, but because of time travel, he knows Kyle Reese is his father. Honestly, that's where the Terminator franchise should have ended. Okay, so, the next area, let's see, Jaws. The cutscene where Brute is trying to catch Conker as he attempts to climb up onto the dock is a parody of the scene where the shark is trying to kill the shark hunter Charlie as his friend tries to pull him up onto the dock. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I definitely got that, if I can find the words. It was, fairly obvious reference to get. And, hell, it's been a very, very long time since I've seen Jaws, but, it is so unique and so just, like, in your face, essentially, that if you don't get it, you're just not paying attention. Hell, even having not seen that movie, you might still be able to, like, say, hey, that's a reference, right? So, okay, Trading Places. Conker's conversations with the catfish. I've never seen Trading Places. So, yeah, that just would have went completely over my head. And then Godzilla, 1998, Brute chasing Conker up the dock while destroying it. I'm pretty sure I've seen Godzilla, but, like, destroying a dock while someone's running down it, that's probably not what I remember. I think the thing I would remember most about the movie is, a giant monster rampaging around the city. Okay, so yeah, okay, yeah. The other Jaws reference was when the great mighty Pooh dragging the sweet corn down. Yeah, yeah. That was a fairly obvious one. I think even for someone who hasn't seen the movie would just go, "Wait, were they referencing Jaws there?" Because again, Steven Spielberg's movie is just that iconic that without even having to have seen it, you know what it's referencing. And then the Wizard of Oz, the Great Mighty Pooh's flushing scene is very similar to the dying words of the Wicked Witch of the West as she melts. Huh. Like, now that it gets pointed out, I can definitely see it. But, I've obviously seen The Wizard of Oz. I mean, hell, who hasn't? And, yeah, it was definitely similar, but I didn't get the reference. Just because, hell, not only has it been such a long time since I've even seen the Wizard of Oz, the fact that there are different words being used and all the fart noises kind of doesn't indicate too much about the Wizard of Oz. So on to the caveman area. Raiders of the Lost Ark. The caveman being chased by the rock is a parody of the famous Indiana Jones scene. Yeah, I definitely got that. Although I think I used a completely different movie poster, just like to say, hey, I get the reference, but hell, Indiana Jones is kind of one giant story, really. Okay, then Eyes Wide Shut. The password to the club is the same as in the movie. Okay, so I'm glad we got to that because once I got around to the password for the club, oh god, my reaction was 100% genuine. Hell, when I first played through the game, I was like 12 years old, so I had yet to even get my wick wet, and the false password just, of course, flew right over my head. And then I did play through it, a few more times throughout the years. Uh, yeah, but I already knew what the cutscenes were. I'm not paying attention at all when just playing through. I'm just, yeah, whatever cutscene. Come on, let's just get it over and done with. I know what happens next. Can I get back to playing the game? But then, when recording for a Let's Play, not only am I, providing commentary for what's happening, I'm paying 100% attention. And it was, just before Conker, fudged up the password a bit, that I'm just, wait, oh my god, wait, he's saying that? Yeah, it just hit me all of a sudden, and I'm just, wow, okay. That was an interesting take. Okay, so then there was The Godfather, which, yeah, Don Weezo is a parody of Don Vito, and his theme is a parody of movie's theme song. Yeah, as I said it back then, and I'll say it again. I've never seen the Godfather movies, and I really should. Hell, just like A Clockwork Orange, it's definitely, well, the whole Godfather trilogy is definitely something you need to see before you die. Just because it not only is so iconic, it's so good. Or so I've heard. But even still, even without that, just with how heavily influenced The Godfather was in pop culture, I immediately got the reference. Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, then, Pulp Fiction. Barry quotes Mia Wallace when she says that she has to go powder her nose. Huh. I completely missed at least that reference to Pulp Fiction. Mainly because, like, oh, you need to go powder your nose? Okay, go. That's, I suppose that could be a reference to Pulp Fiction, but is it really? Pulp Fiction isn't really known for that line. It's known for a whole host of other things, but that one line? Yeah, it's no wonder I really didn't get it. Okay, then there's The Untouchables. Don Weasel beating Polly to death with a baseball bat. I've never seen The Untouchables. Huh. Everything that I haven't seen, maybe I should start adding it to a list and go, okay, all these things, they need to be watched. Maybe I'll do that later once I'm getting into editing all this. Anyway, Braveheart, Conquer is mooned by the Oogas, which is what the Scots do to taunt the English. Huh. Okay, I have seen Braveheart. But again, like, when William Wallace and all the Scots are mooning the English, is that really what the movie is known for? No, it's known for William Wallace telling the English, "Get the hell out of my country now." Yeah, so I don't know how I was supposed to get that, but whatever. Okay, Return of the Jedi. The name of the caveman, Booga the Nut, is a parody of Jabba the Hutt. Well, now that it's pointed out, yeah, obviously it would be a parody. When the hell did I get the Booga's name? Because I don't remember his name being given out ever, so how am I supposed to put that reference together? Okay, then, Alice in Wonderland. When Fingy first appears, Conker gets out a big watch and says, "Oh, is that the time? I gotta scoot." Okay, yet again, I mean, this is like the third time I'm saying it now. The rabbit looking at his watch is not what Alice in Wonderland is known for. It's known for the Mad Hatter, the Smiling Cheshire Cat, the Red Queen. How am I supposed to get a reference to just a pocket watch and a single line that is uttered just so quickly that it has pretty much no impact on the movie? Yeah, the rabbit's in a hurry, but is that one line that he says once and only once supposed to make me get the reference? I don't know. Okay, Jurassic Park. The way Fangy eats the caveman is exactly like the Velociraptor from the movie. I'm pretty sure I got the, I think the Jurassic Park reference was more like Fangy coming through, just the, a slight tremor with every step. As for, eating one of the cavemen, I don't know. I don't know if that was supposed to be something I would get, because, I have seen Jurassic Park, but I don't know. I don't know how I was supposed to get that reference, unless I just recently seen Jurassic Park. Okay, so, moving on, there was Bram Stoker's Dracula, with Count Concula's character design, as well as his quotes, reference the titular character. Some lines like, "I never drink wine," are based on the 1931 Bela Lugosi portrayal. Well, yeah, it's more than just, knowing that, Bram Stoker's Dracula is the original, but also, vampires are used in so many things that, yeah, pretty much anyone can get a vampire reference. Whether or not they've seen the 1931 Dracula movie. Okay, then Ghostbusters 2, Kulas of Konk's portrait is modeled after the Vigos one. Oh, I know I've seen the first Ghostbusters movie, although it's been so damn long. As for Ghostbusters 2, I don't know, maybe I've seen it, maybe I haven't. It's hard to say. Because I completely just didn't get that reference at all. So, maybe I haven't seen it, or maybe it just wasn't fresh enough in my mind that I put the connection together. Monty Python and the Holy Grail? Some dialogue from Count Concula. Then I completely missed that, because I don't know what. I I have absolutely no idea what part of Count Concula's uh dialogue would have been from the Holy Grail. Yeah, just completely missed that. Okay, then there's the Blair Witch Project. The bloody handprints all over the walls at Count Bacula's mansion. Hmm. No, I do remember seeing like little handprints in certain places, but I, I mean, God, I actually sat through the entire Blair Witch Project movie once, and only once. Oh my God, such idiots. I saw it when I was like 14, 15, and that was the only time I ever saw it. And even at that age, I'm just, guys, there's a river right here. At the very least, follow the river. And then, like, eventually it's going to lead somewhere, and hopefully it won't just lead to a lake. Hopefully the river will go, like, under a road, and then you get to, a paved road, whether it's dirt or asphalt, and then you can follow that any which direction. Eventually, it'll lead somewhere. Or maybe it'll lead to a dead end, then you follow the other way, but at least you're on a road. I don't know. I'm not here to talk about that. Stupid ass movie. Anyway, moving on. So, Back to the Future Part 2. The SHC sergeant distracts Conker by yelling, "What the hell is that?" Okay, so I have seen Back to the Future too, but I didn't put the reference together. Again, maybe it's just because it's been so damn long since I've seen it that I never even put it together. Yeah, then Saving Private Ryan, the assault subchapter of It's War on Teddy's Beach is near identical to the opening beach scene. Yeah, yet again, another Steven Spielberg film. And yeah, it really is so iconic that even though, again, it's been so many years since I've seen that movie, that, yeah, it's, that something like that is definitely almost permanently ingrained into your mind. Okay, so Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, the quote, "Teddy's, I hate these guys," is similar to Indy's line, "Nazis, I hate these guys." Okay, I can definitely see it, but I didn't really put it together. I don't, I don't know. Again, maybe it's just because it's been too long since I've seen the movie that line just wasn't running through my head. So, Lost in Space, the chase scene where the Spider-Mines chase him down the hall and one leg gets cut off when the door closes. I haven't seen Lost in Space. Maybe I should check that out. Again, yet another one that I just haven't seen. Okay, then The Exorcist, where the little girl's head spins in a similar fashion to that of the possessed Reagan, and then that oh so famous line. Yeah, yeah. I have seen The Exorcist, obviously, and even if I hadn't, I don't know, would I still get that reference? Maybe not, but yeah, that's definitely something to that you definitely would get the reference to. So, Apocalypse Now, when the war is over and the soldiers are leaving the island, Conker and the sergeant have a short chat on the horrors of war. At the end of conversation, the sergeant quotes the famous the horror line used at the end of the film. Well, I haven't seen it, so definitely didn't get that reference. Okay, then came the final chapter, The Matrix, the bank robbery sequence. Conker's outfit is based on the character Neo. Barry's one is based on Trinity. The music playing is similar to the one in the film. Another reference is when Conker is checking out the weapons on a white background while the game is locked up. Okay, so the weapons on the white background, yeah, I think I was mainly just like, okay, well, the game's over. I can rest my thumb and nurse the callus I got from having to fight that damn alien. As for the, like the the bank robbery sequence, if I can talk, the bank robbery sequence, yeah, that was so obvious. It was, it was pretty much almost a direct scene for scene parody of the scene in the Matrix when Neo and Trinity are going through the lobby to head up and rescue Morpheus. Return of the Jedi. When meeting the King, he's sitting in a throne exactly like the one used by the Emperor Palpatine when he meets Luke Skywalker. Okay, how am I supposed to put that reference together? Is the throne that the Emperor's sitting on really what Return of the Jedi is known for? To me, no. The movie's not known for that. It's known for, the Ewoks and the battle against the stormtroopers on Endor, blowing up the second Death Star. Okay. Not the furniture someone is sitting on. Anyway, right? Yeah, Alien. Heinrich pops out of the Panther King's chest, and Conqueror fights him with a mechanical suit and quotes Ripley's line, "Get away from her, you bitch." Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a very, very obvious reference. And, it's been a very, very long time since I've seen the original Alien movie. But, I mean, even still, that is so iconic that, the fight against the alien in the mechanical suit. Yeah, it doesn't even matter how much time has passed since I've seen it, I'm going to get the reference. Okay, then back to Conan the Destroyer, 1984. In the final cutscene, Conquer is made king and contemplates on his throne in direct parody of the ending from this movie. Yeah, still, I haven't seen Conan the Destroyer, so yeah, just flew right over my head. Okay, so American Beauty. In the cutscene after the credits, Conquer calls the bartender Cowboy and asks him to pour more in his glass, just like Lester. I have not seen American Beauty. Maybe I should, just so I can get certain references like that. Because yeah, I mean, hell, in that end credit scene that was playing earlier, I just completely skipped over it because I've never seen it. Okay, so then the multiplayer definitely had a few references that just completely passed over me. Reservoir Dogs, the weasels are given colors as names in the multiplayer mode. Huh. Yeah, I've never seen Reservoir Dogs, so I mean, the fact that they were, even still, just like names, would I really have gotten the reference even if I had seen the movie? Hard to say. So, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. When the teddies win, or if the villagers lose the beach mud, the teddies sing the Oompa Loompa song. Okay, so... Okay, yeah, when I was playing the villagers, I lost the beach mode, but I didn't pick up the reference to Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I was thinking more along the lines of, say, Schindler's List over Willy Wonka. Okay, so Star Wars, the Dune level parodies elements from the whole saga. The SHC come... What? SHC come with the Millennium Falcon, and the planet resembles Tatooine. R2-D2 can also be seen. Huh. Looks like I missed quite a bit. I don't know. As I said, if I ever do a collaboration with someone and we end up going through Conker's Bad Fur Day, I'll have to look this up again just so I know exactly what to go for, and ask whoever I'm collaborating with, hey, let's find this stuff. Let's find R2-D2 and the Millennium Falcon, apparently. Maybe it was on screen and it just completely passed, like my eyes were looking somewhere else and it was in another corner of the screen or something. Who knows? Okay, so, Terminator 2, the mission A Bridge Too Narrow. Some quotes are taken off from the movie, changing men to squirrels and machines to teddies. Oh, I think that's when the Sergeant Squirrel dude is like given the mission, and I don't know, like, because for me, Terminator 2 isn't really known for the men versus machines quote. It's known for, Arnold Schwarzenegger, a monotone, emotionless giant. as for, you know, as for like that quote of like men versus machine, survival of humanity and all that. Yeah, it's definitely important, but that's, barely a small snippet of the movie. Oh, and then randomly scattered throughout the game, there's from dusk till dawn, when getting a cash wad, there's a chance for Conker to say, "I'm gonna get tanked tonight," and the same tone as Earl McGraw. From dusk till dawn, isn't that the like the George Clooney vampire movie, or am I thinking of something else? Because I think that's what the name of the movie is. I don't know. I'll look it up and then, if there has to be two movie posters, because I'm thinking of something completely different. But who knows? I don't remember Earl McGraw ever saying, "I'm going to get tanked tonight," but then again, one single line in the movie isn't really what, at least the movie I'm thinking of. If that line is in there, that's not really what the movie is about. It's about fighting off vampires throughout the entire damn night. Oh, and then Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, referenced in dialogue when getting a cash wad. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of one of those things that it's always there, but no one really points out the reference. Because Conker says, "Who wants to be a millionaire?" Me, actually. Yeah, and then let's see. Dr. Strangelove. Oh, the floating Professor Von Cripplespack? Is that seriously his name? Because his. Whatever. Talks in a manner similar to the titular character. I have no idea who Dr. Strangelove is. Maybe I should look that up. Oh, I will be when I'm finding the different pictures and posters to put around me. Okay, Star Wars again. The quote, "Aren't you a little short to be a Grim Reaper?" Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess I can. What this one? Once it's pointed out, yeah, I can definitely see the reference, because Leia asks Luke, "Aren't you a little short to be a stormtrooper?" Yeah, and I just didn't get it, but having it pointed out, yeah, I definitely understand. I definitely get it now. Okay, and that's really it for the references, at least in Conker's Bad Fur. The Xbox version did have a few other references, and all right, there's like Conker's Big Reunion and Young Conker. I've never played any of those games, so I don't know. Maybe I should. Because there are, well, only a couple more references specifically in those ones, but. I don't know. I don't know if I would play them, but who knows? I mean, there's a lot to go through before I even get to the end of where I'm at now. Now we've reached the section of, hell, what would I change about Conker's Bad Fur Day? And I've been thinking about this for actually quite a while now. And honestly, I don't know what I would change. Maybe I would change, like, a couple of the cutscenes. Like, okay, because the King's Guards that are stopping Conker from heading to to the caveman area. I completely understand what that's really about. It's the game designer saying, hey, make sure you complete everything else before this. It's kind of like I guess you could say a checkpoint. It's like, hey, before you can pass this checkpoint, you need to have met certain conditions. And, the game developers don't put it in as obvious as that. They're just kind of like, hey, you have to have $1,000. Not that money really matters in the game. It's more just like a progress marker. That's really all that money is. And then, yeah, but thing is, if you go up to the guards and you already have over $1,000, Conqueror just hands over $1,000 like they've had the conversation previously, even though it's possible to get $1,000 and go up to them without having that initial conversation. So maybe just like an alternate cutscene, like, oh hey, if you've never like gone up to them and had that conversation, then they have a quick little talk about, hey, there's a toll to pass the bridge, $1,000. Not just, do you have the money? Here you go, $1,000, brigands. Yeah, and maybe add in a cutscene, because the barrel dude up at the very top of the windmill, he doesn't say how much money you need. That's essentially like, once you've collected all the money that you possibly can, then get the beehive back from the wasps a second time, and get the $400 from the queen bee. I would insert a little cutscene, like, either right there, or maybe once enough money is acquired, just, okay, well, time to take the path up the windmill to, next to the beehive. I mean, hell, I don't remember which episode it was, but one of the episodes, yeah, where I completely screwed up, and then I did mention that I spent over an hour exploring every single inch of the entire world, and I had no idea where in the hell to go, what to do. So maybe you just like add in a cutscene, like once enough money is actually acquired, that Conqueror says, oh hey, I better get up the windmill, and then like maybe a zoom in, like kind of like an overhead pan shot, and then zoom in like maybe just past the beehive, like zooming to, like showing the windmill on camera. That way maybe then I wouldn't have spent over an hour trying to figure out where in the hell to go next to transition into night. Yeah, but hell, other than that, there's really nothing to change about the game at all. Well, okay, one last thing. An option. Now, in the options menu, have a selection to not invert the controls. God damn, I hate that crap. It's like, pull down to go up. I'm not flying a plane. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense. And I actually had someone try to explain to me why they prefer inverted controls. And they say, well, I the way I see it, I'm controlling the back of the person's head. So I pull the back of the head down in order to look up. What kind of BS explanation is that? When I look up, I don't think, oh, I better tilt the back of my head down in order to look up. No, I just think I need to look up. Everything else that happens is completely subconscious. Yeah, other than the cutscenes and an option for non-inverted controls, hell, this game really is a masterpiece. And nothing really needs to change. Okay, so for, well, where I am in my current timeline, oh boy. Let's see, well, first gen Pokemon is still at 52%. God. I recently caught, like, all the Pokemon that, well, almost all the Pokemon I could in the what is it? Oh yeah, the Safari Zone. Certain ones I can do without because I can always get them at the game corner. I just caught the ones that I can only encounter there. And yeah, it's oh boy, it's taking a long while to get everyone leveled up. Although although I'm pretty damn close to getting just 1 more percent. And hell, that'll actually be nice to get that 1 more percent, and then I'll actually be able to get quite a bit done. But regardless, let's see. Right, Morrowind is only at 23%. I've actually done quite a lot over the past couple months, but like moving up the percentage is definitely going to take a while. Mainly because, some things are just so far spread out that it takes a while just to get to, let alone do. But, it's moving along. As for that Secret Six game that I'm still not naming, still nothing. Absolute nothing. Not even a test run. And that's mainly because I can really only do 2 games at a time. Like, Pokemon, the main thing is just grinding. Then as for the other game, yeah, I can easily remember wherever I was the last time. I just don't want to have to juggle around so many things in my mind. Just, okay, wherever I am on first gen Pokemon, wherever I am on Morrowind, everything else, don't need to keep it at the front of my mind, just those two, and then let's go. Now, back in Intermediary Vlog 2, I did promise that I would be introducing a new series with Intermediary Vlog 3. And what I'm going to be calling it is Wild Wednesdays. Yeah, I honestly couldn't come up with a better name than that. I was actually tempted to, pick up a dictionary, like an actual physical dictionary, look through every single word under the letter W, and see what works. But I don't know, I kind of like the name Wild Wednesdays. So that's just what I'm sticking with. And what it will eventually be is just more like a commentary. Me inserting my commentary on, well, probably the first one's definitely going to be a video game fan theory. As for beyond that, probably more theories or other stuff. I don't know. There will be, of course, certain restrictions to what videos I do a Wild Wednesday commentary on, which I will be explaining in the first Wild Wednesday. And if certain more restrictions, or I don't know, what's the opposite of a restriction? I don't know, like if I can expand like what videos are allowed in Wild Wednesday, or maybe not expand, just keep it restricted, I'll explain in another Wild Wednesday. Now, given that I do have actually quite a bit to pre-record on, the most I can promise for Wild Wednesdays is once a month. If I can do more, I will definitely do more. But I can really only promise once a month, especially with the massive project that I have planned for Intermediary Vlog 5. Which, that massive project does heavily involve the Secret Six game. But, yeah, I can't really give any hints as to why or what's going on, just, yeah. Yeah, I need to focus on the pre-recordings, so that way, when I get around to Intermediary Vlog 5, I can have the massive project ready for it. Yeah, but who in the hell knows how long that's gonna take. So, next week we'll start Super Mario 64. Man, that was definitely a fun game, and oh god, quite frustrating, especially that the clockwork level. God, don't even get me started on that. Even still, a lot of fun. I mean, And hell, like with Super Mario World, that was a game that I had beaten many, many times, and I just wanted to do a quick record of it. Conker's Bad Fur Day, I had beaten it, I don't know, a small handful of times, but, it was still definitely a fun game. As for Super Mario 64, I only beat it once. And I do remember because I'm just, holy crap, I finally did it. I finally got 120 stars. About time. And then, deciding what games to record for my first several Let's Plays, I'm just, yeah, you know what, I'll do Super Mario 64, because it's only 120 stars. I shouldn't say only, because it definitely took a while. Right, so on the editing aspect of things, for some reason, I do not know what in the hell happened. Even with the H dot whatever the hell format that I learned that to use for my videos, for some reason the audio fell out of sync at certain points. And hell, it still happens. I'm not sure why. It just randomly falls out of sync, and then the audio cut. It's like it's like, here's where the video is, or hold on, let me do it like this. Yeah, it's like, here's where the video is currently, but then the audio is way back here. And I'm just, what the hell? Or no, it's actually the other way. It's like, here's what's happening in the video, but the audio played like 5 seconds ago. I'm not sure how in the hell it happened, where in the hell it got screwed up, and then somehow just magically fixes itself. What the hell? I don't... okay, I do touch the audio a little bit, but it's mainly, like, for the gameplay, I reduce that audio a bit, and then for the face cam, I increase the audio. Just so I can actually be heard, because apparently I'm very soft-spoken. And instead of constantly shouting at the camera, I just figure, hell, I'll raise the audio of the face cam by 5 decibels so I can actually be heard. That's a lot easier than changing myself, just change things in the editor. But anyway, yeah, I'm not sure what in the hell happened, and it has happened a few times. I'm looking at going, what in the hell happened? Here's the thing, though. When I was recording Super Mario 64, I actually fell massively behind in my reviews. If I had noticed that the audio was that bad after editing, then I would have just started it all the way over. Unfortunately, I had already just permanently deleted all the master files, so I couldn't go in and fix it. I just had to go, well, I guess this is what I'm stuck with. And hell, there was even one time where I had to record myself from the future to say, hey, I fell massively behind in reviews. That's why something got cut out completely. Yeah, because something did get cut completely out. Yeah. Yeah, embarrassing, but I mean, how just like with the type of formatting used for the videos, it's just yet another lesson to be learned. And that's really all there is to say in this one. Well, I've got to get to editing this together, and I should have plenty of time to get it together before it actually comes out. So, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, hit that bell so you can always be notified whenever I upload another video, especially with Wild Wednesdays coming up soon. And of course, have fun.